A lot of exciting things happening in rugby, especially at under 20 level. And one of the people who's been responsible for most of that success, especially at senior level, is our guest this morning. Here's the Zimbabwe under 20 rugby national team coach, Shaun De Souza. Shaun, good morning and welcome to Morning Rush. I feel like a winner already, two-time Bathurst Trophy winning coach. We've enjoyed so much success at under 20 level, and just looking at some of the action that we're recapping from the under 20 league over the weekend, even the fans are starting to throng the stadia and watch the young boys come and perform. How does that make you feel, especially from a national scale, when you see the game growing at that level? Because in the past, like what's been highlighted, even with Kutai Sengo, the Harare Rugby chairman, it's been schoolboy rugby and then straight to the Sables, nothing in between. But right now, we're seeing, especially that under 20 rugby coming up and just entering the mainstream.
Yeah, Tich, thanks for having me. It's definitely excited. Carrying these two titles at our back is now becoming a challenge, but an exciting challenge. Yes, the gap has been bridged by having this under 20 Paramount League. It definitely gives the lighties coming out of school something to play for, exciting league, and something to look forward to during the weekends. So yeah, we excited because it's a platform where we get to select, we identify the talent within Harare. I know the other provinces are lacking in that department, but yeah, we still have our ways of identifying the talent from within the region, and it then in galvanizes what's happening in Harare.
But I know, obviously, I saw you at All Georgians over the weekend taking in the action. I know you've already started your preparations for the Bathurst Trophy later this year. In terms of the quality on display in the under-20 league, what have you made of that? I know you're still going to look at overseas-based players, but from the local contingent, your assessment of what you've seen over the first 5 weeks in the under-20 league.
It's been a progression. We can't expect too much from them. The club level has a certain standard that they're trying to attain, and for that standard, I think we're content with that. But for the levels that we're trying to attain as a national structure, we're not looking at the Africa Cup. We're now looking beyond for the Junior World Trophy. So that standard definitely needs to go up.
All right. So I do understand as well that the Nedbank Rugby Challenge Cup was launched recently. It is returning for its third year, and 8 teams are going to be taking part in that particular tournament. I think most of them predominantly from Harare province, but I think we've got the Go Sharks, we've got the under-20 high performance team, as well as the under-20 side. Maybe just tell us, how important that is into what you've just spoken about in terms of those goals to then have the under-20 boys challenge, and especially at the Junior World Trophy.
Yes, Tish, thanks for that. The excitement with the Nedbank Rugby Challenge Cup is that we get to galvanize the senior teams playing against the junior teams. So our ethos is grassroots to greatness. We then take the talent that we've identified through the under-20 league and then have a high-performance team and a junior Sables team playing against the top club sides, a provincial side from Matabeleland, a provincial side from Manicaland, so the best of those regions coming into one venue and then trying to identify the best for the final selection for the Junior World for the Bathurst Trophy. And then the seniors are also trying to select a squad for the Africa Cup coming up. This year, the third edition, we've included the women. We're trying to get inclusion of the girl child. And we're just trying to galvanize the event to make it a family event and be inclusive with both male and female.
Grassroots to greatness. I love that turn of phrase, especially. And you did highlight, especially when you're talking about the under-20 league, how maybe in terms of what you're trying to achieve, it's not necessarily going to give the right competition. So now we're having these under-20 boys facing off with the Sportivo seniors, OH, all Georgians, all at senior levels, as well as even the Go Sharks and Matt Select and a Manicaland Select. What are you hoping then they can extract from that in terms of your ambitions for the Bathurst Trophy?
Okay, what we then take from that event is we get in a stronger opposition, more well-versed senior players who've been seasoned in the game, to give them a tough sort of opposition and try and give us a strong foundation going into the Barts Trophy.
All right, looking at the Nedbank Rugby Challenge Cup, I think it's taking place in April, if I'm
Nedbank Rugby Challenge Cup will be, first weekend will be the 16th of March.
Okay.
And the semi-finals and finals will be on the 23rd of March.
And this will all be at Harare Sports Club?
At Harare Sports Club.
Yeah, so exciting things happening in the world of rugby. But before I let you go, we've had whispers, nothing official yet, about Zimbabwe potentially hosting the Bartes Trophy, which would be fantastic. If I recall correctly, the last two editions, we've gone to Kenya and, we've won it there. But it will be something special if we could host it and go on and win it. Do you have any update on what's happening in that regard in terms of Zimbabwe and the Bartes Trophy and our chances of actually hosting it?
Tich, I think it's good to be on ZTN Prime, and we can officially tell you that we will be hosting the Barts Trophy in Zimbabwe from the 19th to the 29th of April. The Junior Sables targeted their third title at home.
So you heard it exclusively first here on Morning Rush. And just diving into that Bartes Trophy a little bit, 8 teams are taking part, right? Is it 8? How many?
The structures have been changed a bit. The Rugby Africa has decided the top 4 teams will compete for the Junior World Trophy segment, and then the bottom 4 teams will play at a different venue.
Oh, okay. So we're having 4 teams coming through.
So we have 4 teams coming through. It will be Zimbabwe hosts Kenya, Namibia, and Tunisia.
And how many teams will then progress to the Junior World Trophy?
The team that wins the event progresses to the Junior World Trophy.
And by default, African champions, is that?
They'll become African champions.
Cool.
We carry the title of under-20 African title.
And how confident are you that we can make it a three-peat?
Three-peat will be nice to have it at home, so definitely excited. Please come out and support the boys. I know we've supported them from a distance when we were in Kenya. Now we have them in our backyard. Let's come support the Junior Sables.
So as you can hear for yourself, so many exciting things happening in terms of under-20 rugby. The Paramount Government's under-20 rugby league continues. I think we're just about to get into the playoff stage straight after that in the middle of March. No rest for the weekend, as they say. It'll be the Nedbank Rugby Challenge Cup. It will see our under-20 boys facing off with some of the big boys from Club Rugby and Zimbabwe. You're talking about your Old Georgians, your Harare Sports Club, you're talking about Old Hararians, and we're looking at different select sides from Matabeleland and Manicaland, which will also just widen the net in terms of the selection process for the Bartes Trophy, which we're really excited for, happening in April. And as Shaun confirmed there, Zimbabwe will be hosting the 2024 Bartes Trophy. This time around, 4 teams will be coming through. Zimbabwe are 2-time defending champions, and we are going for the three-pit. He didn't say it, but I'm like, yeah, let's go for the three-pit.
Konapo, Ipapo pa ZTN Prime, DSTV channel 294, the place to be.